Alright, this is the home stretch, the last assignment. With the weather warming up and the end in sight, I decided it was time to prep for the grill. It's been a busy month, and to celebrate, I will be hosting a girls' barbecue night with all of these creations. So in that spirit, the theme for my last assignment is Grills Gone Wild. First up here, I'm just going to go in and butterfly out this tenderloin. I'll be using that later for some pork pinwheels. Now I'm just going to go in and remove the sirloin. I'm going to be using this for my boneless sirloin chops.
If you ride with me, I gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. Driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry now, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. Ride with me. Don't gotta worry for the both of us.
When deciding on a bone-in pork chop, I will always choose the bone-in ribbon. Definitely a favorite in our household. Love to have that fat content and the beautiful marbling on there. So we're going to leave a nice little fat cap and set those off to the side. Alright, and 3 more bone-in chops here. We are going to set those up later for some pork scorpions. Make sure I go in there and clean those bones off really good. Don't want any of that membrane staying on there when I cook. For the pork roast, I always say bone-in is best, and while I'm at it, why not put together a nice lattice rind for the top? Have that nice crispy texture in the end. Just do a once over those ribs, making sure that the membrane is all clear. And time to get weaving. Trim off any excess of that rind, and it is ready to go. Going in now, I'm going to prep those fast fry pork chops nice and thin, clean up the fat cap. All right, and now some butterfly chops here to make the paupiettes later. First up, time to assemble the chimichurri meatballs. When I get the itch to grill, it's usually going to involve South American flavors. I'm a big fan of anything to do with Mexican barbecue. Next up, we're using more of the ground trim, and we're going to create these pork truffles. Gonna wrap those up in some bacon. And now we're gonna fill those with our house-made beans and weens. My third item here is an elote pork scorpion. Just going to cut a pocket in there, and now we are going to stuff it with a corn salsa that is bound in a chorizo style seasoned pork grind. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap those up and use this bacon to kind of seal the bottom there so that we don't have any of our filling spilling out. And later I will be brushing these with a barbecue charcoal marinade. Alright, the butterfly tenderloin is back on the board for some Cubano-inspired pork lollipops. We've got a layer of mustard. Now we'll go in with our ham. And of course, some pickles. And last but not least, some Swiss cheese. Now we're just going to go ahead and roll it up in some bacon just to prevent that tenderloin from drying out when we cook it. And next up, I'm going to set up for my jalapeno poppiettes. We're just going to butterfly these open a little bit further and make sure they're nice and even. Now I'm going to take our jalapeno popper center and wrap it up in some seasoned ground pork. And neatly pack those all down inside of these butterflied pork chops. And last but not least, I am setting up for my al pastor wagon wheels. I left the chops all attached at the bottom, and now I'm just going to put a strip of pineapple in between each layer and kind of tuck them in there. Now that that's tied, we're going to go ahead and brush it with a al pastor marinade for that nice pop of color. And with those portioned, that is the final cut. So my display here is really just a celebration of all of my favorite flavors, and really looking forward to firing up that grill for this one. All right, this concludes the last assignment. It has been a roller coaster, but thank you for watching.